You're listening to DraftKings Network.
What is the TV show that you're working on that you've been consumed by that you haven't had enough time to come here and waste your time giving us stats of the day?
It's a new show for Netflix with Ted Danson. It will be out probably sometime in November-ish, but I don't know for sure. I'm keeping the details of it mostly under wraps.
Why is that?
Because it doesn't serve anyone to tell people what a show is about 8 months before it appears on your home streaming services. So, it's based on a documentary, a very good and funny and charming documentary that was made about 4 years ago. And I think it's going to be good. I'm very happy with how it's turning out so far.
Well, are you ever wrong about that when you think?
He's never wrong.
But I say this genuinely as a creative person who makes great things and has a very high standard. One of them is the podcast that he does with Joe Posnanski. It's great and it's fun for a lot of different reasons, but is your governor often wrong on that one? If you think something's good that you're making, are you ever wrong?
I think that I'm pretty confident in whether something's good or not. That doesn't have any bearing on whether or not it works and sticks around and becomes a long-running TV show. I would say I'm right about the heat more often than I'm right about whether a TV show is going to work.
But I'm not asking you if you know every time whether you're making a hit, because you can't know once you've created something what the results of it are going to be. I'm asking you if every time you make something, you turn it in and you think it's good.
Well, no. I think it's as good as I can make it. That doesn't mean it's objectively good. There's probably no such thing as objectively good. I think I know I have a fair degree of confidence in whether I think something is good. That doesn't mean I always think the things I make are good. I sometimes, you can't, sometimes you go 1 for 4, you go 1 for 4 every day for 5 years, you're a Hall of Famer. That's how I think of it.
Yeah. Well done.
I have breaking news, actually. I just got an email about writing something for Stugotz's book. What the f***?
Oh, congratulations to you, and welcome to the club. StugottsBook.com, everyone.
Still unwritten.
Email was not from Stugotz, by the way.
Well, of course.
Got to be kidding me.
Didn't want to leave her out. I mean,
you know what? We need.
I did my assignment already. I finished my. I was told I had to do it by my February 9th or something, and then raced to finish it, and then another month has gone by, and it's pretty clear I could have just waited.
Yeah, you had until May 1st.
You weren't busy at all. You weren't busy on a TV show or anything at all. Jessica, that is the proper response. It's sort of unbelievable.
I appreciate it, Jess.
It is breathtaking.
Do you know how many texts there have been amongst people who shall remain nameless, just texting are you doing this? Do we have to do this? I guess we have to do this, right? I guess we have.
The gall is breathtaking, is it not?
Well, the spin is great too, which I didn't want you to feel left out. I don't think there's a person that you sent this to that would have felt left out.
The response I've been getting is overwhelming. I mean, it's been great. People are honored. They're flattered to be a part of the book. I mean,
mine got lost in the mail, the email.
Jessica, if you're volunteering, he will absolutely. Yeah, look, look at the generosity of Stugotz. I've got work you can do for free, Stugotz. Yeah. Jessica, are you
get a gift after?
Are you telling us right now that he hasn't even done you the courtesy of asking himself? Some of his people have reached out on Stugotz's behalf to ask you to work for free?
I have people now. I mean,
that is accurate.
That's how it happened to me too. It wasn't an email from Stugotz. It was someone I've never heard of going, here's a 400-word barfed up essay about statistics. Right. Now, can you write 500 words in response?
That's what my email said too.
What a grift. So
thank you to both of you. So I did reach out to certain people like Scott Van Pelt and Stephen A. Smith, Batard.
Sure, the important people.
Yeah, still waiting to hear back from him. Van Gundy already sent it back. So did Kirchen.
I am telling all of you, and I can't believe I talked to the publishers yesterday. Book publishing is...
Wow, what was that?
Tongue twister.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, thank you. I deserve that.
You spoke to my publishers?
No. Book publishing is dying. And Greg Cody and Ron McKill have a certified hit on their hands. And all I'm laughing about, as I can't speak, is that Stugotz has a grift of a book where I'm thinking his 400 words could be AI generated. So he doesn't actually have to do any bit of work here except convince all his friends to work for free.
Wish I thought of that.
Well, hold on. I have an idea now. Everyone that you should reach out to should just use like ChatGPT to write their portion of your book, and then it will fall on you for all of it being plagiarized.
I am good with that. Just stamp your name to it, okay? That's
Mike, you have no problem with AI doing all of this, do you?
I will say that the section that Stugotz, in quotes, wrote that I read was like just him talking about going to Grateful Dead concerts and then saying that like Kevin Durant doesn't have any rings in his personal record book or whatever. It is the kind of essay that would have been churned out if you had entered a ChatGPT prompt that was like, write an essay about statistics in the style of Stugotz. Like there wasn't a lot of substance beyond the stuff that we've all already heard 1,000 times. So I think there's something to this theory.
So Stanzik gave you the Kevin Durant chapter, huh? I mean,
yeah, so that was my.
You're
assignment.
welcome. Yeah. That's the big one, Mike. That's the big one.
I can't believe
big one.
Wait a minute. Wait,
the only one.
I just saw something. Those faces in the back row sometimes are revealing, even though Tony is hiding his. I saw in both Jessica and Billy something that morphed from what has been pride into Stugotz, in the general being of Stugotz, to something that felt a bit like disgust. Like Jessica just got handled by Stugotz's people.
You could say no, Jess. I mean, it's okay. Just don't say it to me. Say it to my people.
You guys, you haven't lost the love of Jessica and Billy, but they seemed.
Oh, I lost Billy's love a long time ago.
I don't know how you got
by
this
you.
book deal. You have nothing written. How did they sign you?
Waiting on Dan.
I have to do it as ChatGPT. Will you put something together, Billy? It'd be just give it to me as ChatGPT. I'll just submit it and we'll turn that in. I don't want to work for him. I don't want to.
Wait a second.
I work for you.
You're outsourcing your work to Billy and telling him to outsource it to an AI chatbot.
Yeah,
that's even lazier than Stugotz writing the book.
Thank you,
someone
Mike.
set up the AI machine.
Someone who gets it. I mean,
and okay,
the microfiche.
Let's do stat of the day. What's your stat of the day?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wembanyama this year in 56 games has 193 block shots. The Miami Heat in their 61 games have 207 block shots. And by the way, Victor Wembanyama has played 28.7 minutes a game, unlike the Heat, who, generally play 48. And also there are 5 of the Miami Heat. So really, if you total it up, it's Wemby in 1,608 minutes has 193 blocks, and the Miami Heat in 14,640 minutes have 207 block shots.
All of those numbers are amazing, and if I come back at you by simply saying, yes, but the Heat have an elite defense, and Wemby is great and blocks a ton of shots, and his team's no good, and they're already talking on ESPN about maybe Wemby will get impatient because, and even though that's not...
Already?
It's not in any way factual. It's just, we need something to talk
March,
about.
Dano.
Yes, it's March, and it wasn't even that egregious, but we need to talk about something. But it is fair to say that the Miami Heat defense maddens you. You hate the way they play because they're great at defense without doing it in a way that you feel is aesthetically pleasing.
No, they madden me because they play a zone more than any other team. And these guys haven't played zone since they were in AAU, and they all forget how to defeat a zone, and they all try to run the same offense that you run when a team isn't playing zone. And then they look befuddled and confused. And a 2-3 zone or a 2-1-2 zone is a thing that you learn how to defeat when you're 16. And then they forget because no one else does it. And so they run the zone and everybody freaks out and no one remembers, what are we supposed to do? Someone's supposed to flash to the post and then someone cuts down the baseline. What do we do? And then you look up and the Heat have gone on an 11-0 run and they win the game 93-89. And it's maddening and infuriating.
Why did you disagree with me when I said you don't like that they do it in a way that's not aesthetically pleasing to you? You disagreed with it and then agreed with me.
No, it's not just that it's not aesthetically pleasing. It's that it is so easily countered by teams that just don't counter it. When they ran that zone the other night, I can't remember what game it was. They were running the zone constantly, and whoever they were playing, can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Denver. just kept trying to do the same thing. They kept trying that dribble handoff that they run with Jokic at the high post, and then it wouldn't. The guy wouldn't be open because it's a zone coming around of Jokic, and then here's the other thing that happens. I talked about this with Haberstroh the other day on his podcast. Then they okay, let's reset. They do the thing where let's reset the offense, and they retreat to the half court line. And the thing that the Heat get a lot of credit for me at least, is they chase the ball handler all the way back to the half court line. They put incredible ball pressure on whoever has the ball, and that guy isn't used to that either. And he's freaks out and panics, and they're all standing around and panicking, and suddenly there's 4 seconds left on the shot clock. The thing that they get the most credit for me is their ball pressure. There is no one goes unhounded. Nobody can walk the ball up the court. No one can run the offense from the point. They all are under constant ball pressure by these annoying little gnats that the Heat have that drive me up the wall. All these nameless, faceless little turds who run around and swat at the ball. And every time there's an entry pass, there's 8 little hands going snatching the ball away. And it's so awful to watch. I hate it so much. You know what? This is good for me because I haven't felt the same hatred for the Heat this year so far, and this session is getting me revved up again. This is preparing me for the playoffs.
So not aesthetically pleasing.
He won't say it.
Fine, you were right. Yes, you're right. I apologize.
Is that it?
Yes, it's not aesthetically
pleasing.
But he's
fine.
What? This is a kind and decent human being who just hit us with nameless, faceless turds.
What they are.
It's what the Heat will do to you.
Let's waste some more of, you know what? It's not going to waste his time. I want to give him a promotion, not to more than intern, but I do want his basketball knowledge to be on full display. So let's get corporate sponsored DraftKings. Let's get around the idea that Mike Scherr really knows basketball. I don't know if he knows it as much as baseball. And let's get against the spread. I want his gambling advice.
Against the Spread is sponsored by DraftKings. Stay tuned because you'll hear more about DraftKings and all it has to offer throughout the show. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Let's start with Mike Scherr with Against the Spread.
Well, I don't think we should start with him. He doesn't know. Give him a minute. I've got the Magic tonight. The Magic are playing the Wizards. The Magic are a 7.5-point favorite.
They're playing well.
At the Wizards. They're good. The Orlando Magic are young and good. The Wizards are the worst team in the league. Worse than even Detroit. Give me I'll take the Magic on the road. What do you have there, Mike Scherr?
I feel like I should give a caveat that I've never placed a single bet on a single sporting match in my entire life.
Okay, that's the disclaimer. That's the disclaimer.
Feel like I need to.
That's not good. Not good. Not the game. Not good. Not good.
I didn't.
You're so moral.
I didn't ask for any of this.
Not good basketball content.
Games against the spread, not what's your life story.
You need more time?
Are you credible or
no? I got it. No, okay. The Bucks are in Oakland, in San Francisco tonight, playing Golden State. Oh, wow. The Bucks, according to what I'm looking at, are plus 4.5. I think the Bucks are figuring some stuff out. And I think the Bucks have put it together. The Warriors are tough at home, but I would take the Bucks in that game plus 4.5.
It's actually plus 4. The Warriors are 16-15 at home. They're not great. So
I actually have the Warriors in that game minus 4.
Against the spread.
I was going to give you more information. Hey, look back to the last matchup. Milwaukee won 129-118. A lot of people are talking about last time the Warriors played. They lost by 52 points, Dan. Don't worry about that, though. Things are starting to click at the right time. Don't worry about that one game because here's a stat. In March, the Warriors are actually 1-1. So they've won as many games as they've lost. And that's against the spread. Over to Juju.
I retroactively feel like I did not have to give any kind of disclaimer based on that level of
He's bad at it. We've been reprimanded by DraftKings because he's bad at it.
7-3 in the last 10, Dan.
Yeah.
Hot. 1-1 in March.
Get out of here. DraftKings doesn't want you around their
I've
gambling.
won against the spread. I'll have everybody know.
I
won against the spread last time. 1-1 in March.
Speaking of last time, there's only one guy in here that's 9-0 at the current moment on all NBA picks.
It's amazing. Wait, can I stop and celebrate that for a second? No, well, let's stop. Let's stop for just a second. Okay?
Standing ovation.
I don't know. Let's stop for just a second. Okay, 3 straight 3-team parlays. If you lost money with our show and bet all of that, Juju remade your money because those are hard to do. Yeah. He's hit 9 in a row, and so thank you, Juju. You're not getting enough love here. It's ridiculous. Like you're you're giving away money.
You give me enough love every single day just by being my brother.
All right.
So tonight in the league, I'm gonna stay in the National Basketball Association. We all know the Lakers. They are up and down. LeBron said it himself. Sometimes we'll win, sometimes we lose, and looked at the cameraman like it was his fault. So with that in mind, I'm going with the Sacramento Kings, baby. +2 tonight. De'Aaron Fox
Light
is back.
the beam.
You feel
Light
me?
the damn beam.
You feel me?
Light the beam. They haven't been great. They have not been great.
De'Aaron Fox is back off of his injury, and Sabonis got that look in his eyes. And that is all I need against the Lakers because they will crap the bed against the spread.
Against the spread.
Oh, that's good.
Say it, Mike.
That rhymes. Say it, Mike.
Yeah, Mike, take us home.
Against the spread. Against the spread.
Crap the bed.
Crap the bed against the spread.
Yeah, crap the
Oh,
bed.
crap the bed against
the spread. Yes, do a promotion. I want you as one of the most successful writers in Hollywood and somebody who's moral to give DraftKings its slogan. It's time to crap the bed against the spread.
So you're addressing the favorite in that scenario. You're addressing the Lakers, and you're saying it's time to crap the bed against the spread. Yeah. I love this. This is great. I can get on board with this.
Yes.
Austin Reeves tonight.
Okay, there it is. DraftKings, there it is. You have the endorsement. Let's do this. As I want to create this specific lane for us as a gambling business entity where we have just your today's the day we crap the bed against the spread brought to you by DraftKings.
I love it.
You want me to say that?
Yes, I want you to sell it. I want you. I want you
to
to
reimburse any lost bets. Also,
you'll fully endorse this with all of your Hollywood backing and all of your friends. This is how to crap the bed against the spread and win some bread.
Oh, jeez. You're heading.
All right, listen up, betting favorites. Tonight is the night you crap the bed against the spread.
Yeah. All right.
Let's win some bread.
I win the bread, yeah.
Wonderful.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.